The following is brought to you by the law offices of Gersowitz, Libo, and Korek.
When people ask me why I became a personal injury attorney, I really have to change the question that they ask to why I became an attorney that represents consumers. Personal injury attorney is a basic term of art, but a consumer attorney puts me on the same level with the people out there that have been wronged by corporations or by just mishappenings in their life and circumstances that are beyond their control. And I like to represent consumers because they're the ones that are out there in the day-to-day of life that are getting hurt. The most rewarding moment in my legal career is basically a string of such moments, and that's the time when I'm able to present my clients, the ones that have been grievously injured, with recompense to be able to get them back on their feet. There's a particular case of recent vintage, if you will, involving a young lady that was severely burned in an apartment fire in New York City. And we had to really do our investigation, as we do with all cases. But there really was no cause in particular for the fire that could be determined. The fire department deemed it electrical origin in nature. I was able to determine that there was a gas meter that was adjacent to the bedroom door in the apartment that actually had what we call a whoosh and actually took up a lot of the person of our client and her body, unfortunately, as she was attempting to flee the apartment. And we were able to determine through research into past tenants in that apartment that the gas meter had been unlawfully moved during a renovation of the apartment some 6 months prior to the fire, and that the gas meter was placed where it should not have been placed. I was very proud that we were able to help her when she needed help the most. What sets our firm apart from other law firms is the attention to our clients. And it is the sometimes daily communication that we have with our clients. We have to remind our clients continually, some of them at least, that in order for them to be successful in their pursuit of justice, they have to help us be successful to help them. And the way we do that is making sure that we communicate with them. We really have to know them. We have to become their friend. We have to become their confidant. And I think that our firm is set apart from other law firms in this area of the law in that we have really a one-to-one relationship, and it's usually the same one. So when they call the office, they're going to speak to the partner on the case. The other thing that sets Gersowitz, Libo, and Korek apart is that we communicate in the firm so we know about each other's cases. It's not like I don't know about Mr. Fruling's or Mr. Korek's clients. I know who they are, and I know what kind of case that it's involved, and I can always pick up the phone in the event of an emergency, just like my partners can pick up the phone as well if it's one of my clients and I happen to be in court. Constant communication. Communication is key, and as I learned, knowledge is power. When an individual who has been wronged is making a determination as to whether he or she wants to retain a particular attorney, you should do it. That individual needs to do a gut check on whether this is someone that that person can have a relationship with. And when I use the term relationship, I don't mean it so far afield as whether it's so that it's different than any other kind of personal relationship. You need to know if you like that person. Is this someone you're going to be able to communicate with on a regular basis over a period of what can be a couple of years, perhaps, until the case is resolved? So that's the first thing that I would advise. Do you like this person? Are you going to be able to have this person be your voice in court? Is this somebody that you feel has the insight, the intellect to be able to represent you and to be your mouthpiece, if you will? The next thing I would tell someone who's looking for an attorney is whether or not that attorney is going to be the same attorney that's going to be on your case throughout the life of your case or your claim or your legal matter. Is this someone that you're going to be able to pick up the phone and speak to, who's going to be there and is going to listen to what you have to say? Look at the results of that firm and that attorney and how that attorney has done with other people who have been clients of the firm or that attorney as to whether or not they know the area of the law, whether they have the requisite compassion, determination, intellect to be able to give them the best foot forward.
If you or a loved one has been injured due to negligence, please call 800-529-9997 or visit lawyertime.com. Put the team at Gersowitz, Libo, and Korek to work for you.